Welcome, my name is Rich, and this is a Let's Play of DCUO, or Dime Comics Universe Online, to use its full name. In this Let's Play, I will be looking at the stories that the game is trying to tell, and with that in mind, I'm playing Blue Peregrine, which is different from my usual character, Quantum Issues, because I have recently, as in yesterday, brought Blue Peregrine up to the point of doing the final Tech Hero background mission sequence. So, I've never done this before. Quite excited. Well, I mean, I've never done this specific sequence of missions. I've done the origin mission. I've done the magic and meta hero origin missions, where you fight against the arch enemy of your mentor. Saved Superman from Lex Luthor and helped Wonder Woman against Circe. But I've never played Batman vs. Joker. In fact, oh yes, that's why I had that opened, isn't it? Let's listen to the intro message.
This is Oracle. Batman has asked for you specifically to work with him on a crucial mission. He's waiting for you in the Watchtower.
I don't know what that mission is, but I'm betting it has to do with Joker. I wonder where we meet Batman. Ah, we meet him inside. Okay, cool. Let's go do that. Block the spammer.
Good, you're here. I've learned that Brainiac is storing exobyte information on Earth's heroes aboard a reprogrammed Star Labs satellite. We need to get aboard and destroy it. But first, I need your help with T.O. Morrow. He's the genius behind the Joker's toxin. He's holed up with the formula inside his secret lab. We need to get to him before Joker does. Head to his hideout, and Robin and I will meet you inside.
Okay. So I assume that the second part of the mission is on the satellite. Go to Gotham. That doesn't really help very much, though. Let's just go to East End. Burnley. That doesn't help me very much. I don't know where Burnley is. Gotham. No, I'll just have to... It's not going to be East End, is it? I just have to leave the building and do this. Why isn't it showing up on the map? Oh, T.O. Morrow's hideout, there we go. Okay. Well, this is probably the closest station. Diamond District might be closer. Or, well... looks like it's about... no, it is a little bit closer. Anyway, doesn't matter that much. But, oh, TO trap, okay. That might be a little prophetic. Hey, well, hey, Ravenforce, welcome. On my way to face T.O. Morrow alongside Batman. And I expect that the Joker is going to show up at some point. I wasn't able to get Hephaestionia up to level. Is that? Ah, right, it's a thug. As well. There's a lot more.
Can a guy catch a break?
Content between the second of the background missions as compared with the third.
What?
More than I remember there being. So I was able to get Blue Peregrine up to... That's an interesting building, isn't it? These chemicals. So I was able to get Blue Peregrine up to this point, but not Hephaestionia. Villain sorcery called Cindy Hellmage. You were right, sorcery does get better. Still leveling. I think she's level 11 so far. Gives you hope for Earth. Yeah. Cool. Good to hear. I'm not sure whether, because I've built a sorcery villain just to have a look at the power list, and I think that the sorcery villain powers only care about bad karma, and I don't remember whether hero sorcery powers have good and bad karma. I think they used to, if they don't anymore. And it's possible that Celestial is interested in both good and bad karma. But I don't remember. I thought that you could give your allies good karma with the sorcery set. I wonder if there's an Earth Shield option. Cindy definitely has bad karma interactions as a villain. Yeah. Do you mean... How do you mean Earth Shield? Like an earthen weapon that is a shield? Wanted to call her Daddy's little girl. Okay. Yeah, there will be. I'll have a look. So there is in the marketplace style items. Where is it? Tectonic weapons pack. But previewing will only show you the weapon that you currently wield. So once I'm on Quantum Issues, I'll have a look at the shield. I'll have a look at this again, and it will show me the shield option, but it will probably just be... actually, it might have some geodes in it. Like sticks of crystal. But to be honest, most of the Tectonic Earth weapon set, I don't think...
as crazy as the Joker in his own way. He's obsessed with creating more sentient android life forms like Red Tornado. The lab will be full of his robots and rigged with traps. Be careful.
Yeah, I don't think that most of the Earth weapon skins look very good. They just look a bit clunky. The sword is just... it's a stick of rock with bits of crystal sticking out, and I'll places. It doesn't look that good. Looking to retconning your Earth character weapon to use a shield. Yeah, I really enjoy shield. Playing Hephaestiana, I have found that I really enjoy dual weapons as well. Probably the most. That looks like... Haha. There is the one... Yeah, there is. Okay. I like how it slumps. Ooh. A chest. Fun. Yeah, I was hoping there would be something hidden in between these shelves, but there isn't. I found that I don't particularly like the power set that I'm using, gadgets, because I'm not quite level 30 yet, am I? Because, so you've got like Cryo Field, which applies Frostbite, Ghost Grenade and another power, Taser Pull, apply Electrified, and Napalm Grenade applies Burning, or, well, yeah, burns enemies, making them vulnerable to burning effects. So all of there's like 3 or 4 if you count where's Dazed? I think that dazes enemies. So there's 4 status effects that gadgets apply, and so to an extent they play off of one another. For example, Sticky Bomb deals more damage to enemies that are afflicted by any of the other debuffs that you're using, but it feels a bit too unfocused. There's too much going on, and the pet that you can get, the suppressor turret, is kind of, it's not very good, I don't think. So I'm just making do with some of the powers in the set. And I probably won't be picking gadgets again for anything, having gotten to this point. Also, it's a control set, but it doesn't really have any ways of pulling enemies together. So the power, what is it? Cryo spray? Cryofoam can lock enemies in place. Fear gas stops them moving and attacking. It like cryofoam stops them in place, but they can still attack. Fear gas will stop them doing anything. And what does? Okay, so electrifies, and then if yeah, okay. Anyway, but there aren't really any like control enemies, pull them together or pull them all to you. Really, I mean, Taser Pull will pull one enemy towards you, and being a control set doesn't have any healing powers. I mean, yes, anesthetic, but it uses supercharge, and I can't be bothered with using any powers that use supercharge. It doesn't seem worthwhile, especially because I think that your supercharge, I mean, you can see my supercharge bar, it's almost empty, and I didn't get defeated earlier when I was playing yesterday. So I guess that supercharge resets when you log in, which means that you can't use supercharge powers immediately, which, yeah, it's not my style.
Who is this? I wasn't expecting you. No matter. My Morrow bots will make short work of you. You'll never get out of my lab alive. Today or tomorrow.
Ha ha ha! Puns based on your name. The height of villain humor. Yeah, so despite being a control set, Gadgets is too unfocused for me, and it doesn't have like enough genuine control abilities. Like, well, yeah, actually, what is it? Implosion Mine does pull enemies to you, but it's player-based, or it's essentially player-based. It's not something you can throw out and have enemies pulled in, because it places a mine, which you can place and then pull an enemy and run away so that they run onto it, but I find trying to get enemies to do stuff like that is, particularly in this game, there's better ways of spending your time. Impressed that fear gas still works on robots. That is very interesting. It'll work on anything, and it will make the things that you use it on do a fear animation. So these guys have, well, before he was smacking his arms trying to get the sticky bomb, that guy was doing an animation of fear, but so the scarabs that we fought in the Kandak crypt when we were working our way towards Black Adam and Faust, they have a fear animation where they lift up their front two legs and wave them. And Poison Ivy's Venus flytraps, when you're fighting against those, in the Poison Ivy sequence of missions. They'll also have a cowering animation where they wave the stubby little plant roots in fear. What's the betting those are from alive? Maybe they're just there to distract me. So yeah, I really struggled with the ISIS fight in the Black Adam and Felix Faust
Think you're
mission.
out of the fire? Wrong! Let's turn up the heat!
So he's going to include fire robots next, is he? Yeah, so particularly with Blue Peregrine, I really struggled against ISIS in that mission in Gotham, because I don't have any heals. I had to use Soda Cola because there weren't even any orange recovery barrels in that final room.
Log entry. T.O. Morrow will revolutionize television tube technology with hyper-advanced alien circuitry.
Ah, so this down here is an area that we can get to later because there's a holo token down there. Blue one. Wow, it's zoomed out, isn't it? Yeah, so I do enjoy control sets, particularly Quantum, because it's got so many abilities that let you like pull enemies into place and like lock them down, which is what I think a control set should be doing. I can hear a holo token. Ah, there it is. I wonder when I get there. But in general, I prefer healing or tank sets because they have healing powers in them, and you can use them to recover during a fight, particularly a difficult fight. That's oh right, wow. Timed flame vents. Okie dokie.
These androids must be Morrow's latest attempts to recreate Red Tornado. They'll do serious damage. Use everything you've got.
Oops. Okie dokie. What fun. Managed to find yourself in some antimatter zone. That sounds like quad. Or are you doing the anti-monitor mission? Hawkman and I discovered that you can't share background-only missions with people with different backgrounds, so you wouldn't be able to come and help me with this anyway, because I wouldn't be able to share the mission with you, and then you wouldn't be able to get in through the door. But thank you for the offer. Stop that. Use the thing. Ugh. Haha, you can't shoot me through the panel. Oh, disable you. Okay. That sounds like... a little bit like the Star Trek alert tone. But it can't be, because that'll be a...
Log entry. The liquid cooling system in this brain case will allow me, T.O. Morrow, to overclock even the most complex cybernetic brains.
Plant power's great for turrets. Yeah. Poison them and leave them while you kill other stuff. Fair enough. Yeah, I think that the villain I'm going to be playing, the magic villain, is going to be a plant villain. turrets here. So I'll be looking at. I'll get to show off the plant or nature set. Unfortunately, most of the transform powers are supercharge only in plant, but the final one.
Destroying all my robots, you pest! Granted, they're not masterworks like my red tornado, but please have some respect for the genius that created them.
I can still respect your genius and destroy the robots. Like, they're not mutually exclusive. The final transformation in plant, or, well, nature, is into a wolf or dog form, which isn't supercharged, so that's cool. And being in that form gets you a bunch of that form exclusive powers. Why would you even put vents like this in as security measures if they fire so infrequently?
You'll be shocked at what you find here.
Wow. He's got absolutely no subtlety at all, has he? No, don't do that. Why did it turn off my flight powers? Yes, oh, my movement power, yes it did.
Commissioner Gordon, this is Lucius Fox with the analysis you requested of substance chemical formula TOM euphoriate. Cute if black humor's your thing. Batman's original hypothesis is correct. It is highly mutagenic. I doubt the Joker himself knows what could happen with prolonged exposure. I assume Batman has some kind of antidote, but any given one will only work once, and lingering effects may occur. Any questions? Call me.
I don't know how this encounter is supposed to go, but it's not going very well for me at the moment. Notice some powers. Player and enemy will cause the text grounded to pop up, and the damage floaters. When I do this to enemies, they fall out of the air like rocks. Yeah, there are a few abilities. One of them, in fact, is fear gas. It doesn't say it in the description, but because it disables and renders them unable to take actions, they lose flight power as well. I don't remember which other ones do that. Vortex cannon might, because it dazes. If only it had like a keyword in it in yellow to say, I mean, spray fear gas to stun enemies with fright and cause damage over time. The stun is a relevant part because it disables enemies for a few seconds, but it's not... For fuck's sake, I'm not healing up at all, am I? Why? How are you supposed to manage this section? I'm just gonna fucking die now, I guess. Oh no, good. There should be a few more powers in the nature set that disable enemies, not just the vine yank. What am I supposed to do now? Or is there one enemy? Oh, I'm supposed to get up there, am I? Thanks for letting me know, game. Quite helpful, that. Back for me? Or has he forgotten that I exist because he can't see me anymore? Oh well.
This is Vicky Vale with a special JLA watch. Red Tornado, also known as Reddy, is actually an android able to harness the powers of the winds. He was created by the evil mastermind T.O. Morrow, but rejected crime and joined the League. Now this astonishing android is reported missing. Has some secret programming kicked in? Could Morrow have regained control? Batman is reportedly on the case.
Seen it do it consistently, and sometimes the enemies actually die as a result. I don't think that enemies take falling damage in the game. You don't as a player, and I don't believe that enemies do either.
I am the Red Tornado. T.O. I am under his control. Surrender before I am forced to hurt you.
Surrender before I'm forced to hurt you, he says. Immediately attacking. Yeah, this tends to happen with Red Tornado, unfortunately. T.O. Morrow keeps moving.
Damage level critical. Reserve power for systems.
Backdoors into the programming that allow them to retake control. Yeah, there should be more than one stun ability in plants that
Thank you. With my systems failing, perhaps I can finally escape. This is only the beginning. Beware.
I wonder what was supposed to have happened to him there. There's an ability later on in the nature set that encloses enemies in Venus flytrap style big planty mouths, which I think should... I mean, it's been a long time since I played a plant or a nature power set character, but I think that removes enemy abilities to control themselves as well. Vine yanks add a dot. It's probably the dot killing them. Yeah, probably. Forces them to leave you alone while they die. Love how part of the plant set is poison ivy themed. Yeah.
The Joker's arrived. He has Morrow trapped up ahead. Robin and I are moving in. Get here as quickly as you can.
So, yeah, as I was saying, one of the things that tends to happen in Red Tornado stories is he gets controlled again by T.O. Morrow, and this is a thing that happens in Young Justice in the first season. I think it may happen in... Just stand here watching Batman and Robin jerk around, unable to control themselves. And probably some... well, so it's the Joker on the right. That's probably Harley Quinn then. Where was I going? There might be a story in the not the Young Justice, Justice League or Justice League Unlimited, well, probably Justice League Unlimited series, where Tio Morrow shows up and hacks control back of Red Tornado. What happened to Red Tornado in Young Justice? So he gets... So Tio Morrow goes and finds Red Torpedo and Red Inferno and reactivates Red Inferno because when he first created her in the 1920s or 30s, she completely believed herself to be human and took a shot on behalf of a Justice Society teammate and died. So he had to reactivate her. He sends those two after Red Tornado, and they manage to, like, a shock transfers from one of them to Tornado, and he gets reprogrammed by that somehow. And he goes off with his two sibling robots to join Tio Morrow. The team eventually find them again, and they free Red Tornado from Tio Morrow's control. But during the period where they've been searching for Red Tornado, which is, I think, a couple of months in the show, in the show's time frame, certainly weeks, Tio Morrow has been building Red Volcano, which is an Earth control android, as you might guess by the name, and he's been building his robot in Yellowstone National Park, and so Red Volcano tries to activate the super volcano under Yellowstone, and Red Torpedo and Red Inferno sacrifice themselves to stop Volcano, a Red Volcano, which it appears as though he gets destroyed, but he shows up in the second season, like 5 years later in the show's timeline, perfectly fine, and his stated goal is destroying all humans so that the world can be inherited by robots. Quite how he intends to populate the world with robots, I don't know, but his first plan is to set off Yellowstone National Park supervolcano. So quite why he doesn't do that when he regains control of himself at any point between the first and second season, I don't know, but he shows up and is a minor villain in the second season for no reason.
Batman, my antidote isn't working.
Puddin', I don't feel so good.
New toxin. Can't concentrate.
My own toxin, what a ride! This toxin is really something.
I knew Batman and Joker would arrive in force, so I created a new toxin just for them. Alas, not enough left for you. Ah well, ta-ta, tomorrow belongs to T.O. Morrow.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why Red Volcano comes to the conclusion that his
What a rush!
his best course of action is to wipe out humanity, but that's what he's decided.
I'm gonna pop off your head like a grape!
Wow. But actually in the show, Young Justice, the Tio Morrow that you see most of the time is actually an android that was created with Morrow's memories and personality. Oh, so let's go through these steel pistols.
Calculator, get us to Arkham. Use my private entrance.
My anti-venom isn't working. I trust you to get to Brainiac's satellite and destroy it. Oracle, Robin and I have been gassed with the toxin. Get us back to the Batcave.
Ah, it requires level 30. There's a holo token around here somewhere. No. And so, the moment that Red Volcano regains, gains the ability to move, he tears apart the android of Tio Morrow, claiming that it's a weakness. Honestly, his reasoning is pretty shaky, even for a villain. Although, I suppose in fairness, he was literally just turned on the moment that you see him in the show, so he wasn't even born yesterday, he was born today. Still.
All key data has been digitized for assimilation. Redundancy criterion reached. Damage to remaining data will result in a purge to eliminate the original data source.
But Young Justice is a great show, definitely worth a watch. Or a rewatch.
One day, little metal man, you will become a real boy, thanks to T.O. Morrow.
Yeah, even if you've watched Young Justice, it's definitely worth watching again because it's a very, very good show. Conclusion, you remember now, your conclusion is that he had faulty programming because Morrow was in a hurry. Yeah, it could be. Although, if you actually look at the timeline of the show, Red Tornado disappears, as I said, like a month before he finishes Red Volcano, and it's not like Morrow has to rush, really, because the only way that the team find Morrow is by doing something that nobody else has managed to think of. So instead of trying to be clever about it and using detective work and so on, they ask Kid Flash to come up with an idea because they reason that he'll come up with kind of a stupid idea, as opposed to trying to be clever. So he has the idea of going and asking Ivo about, because Ivo, who is the creator of Amazo and other robots, is a competitor of Tio Morrow's, and Kid Flash reasons that Ivo, as a competitor, would keep an eye on his rival. They go and visit Ivo, and then because Zatanna's with them, and she doesn't have quite the same moral rectitude of her father, she uses a spell to cause Ivo to speak the truth, which he does. He's the one that spills the beans, and obviously the Justice League, the entirety of the Justice League, including Batman, hadn't thought to try that themselves, or at least they probably did question Ivo, but they didn't have Zatara use magic to
Analysis
compel.
of that toxin shows definite mutagenic properties. Batman will need time to devise an antidote. We need to get you up to that satellite. Up updating your map with the location of the Star Labs teleporter node. It's in a Star Labs transporter base, which has been taken over by Brainiac. Get ready.
Shit, what was I talking about? Yeah, they didn't have Zatara, who is Zatanna's father, question Ivo and have him magically compel the truth out of him. Yeah, it was actually super smart. Morrow didn't see it coming because Ivo is a supervillain and Morrow didn't think he'd ever tell heroes anything. Yeah, so as a result, I actually don't think that Morrow was in a rush at all. I think he was perfectly fine. By the way, as a villain, attacking these people, her here and where he's gone here, this dude will be a sort of, I think it's called an everyday act of villainy, because there are I got a feat, I think it was on Blue Peregrine actually, yesterday, after I had stopped someone breaking in, for completing 25 acts of everyday heroism. So there is a point to having them dotted around all over Metropolis and Gotham. It's because you get a feat if you do 25 of them, and maybe 50 or 100. Not sure. So presumably the who's that? Trickster? Nope, that's he's level 79. I don't think I'm going to have a go at him. What's he talking about? You know, Trickster in the Justice League.
I got the money for Timmy's operation from one of Falcone's men. If we don't pay him back in a week, the interest is going to double.
Oh, it's him talking. In the Justice League Unlimited series, Mark Hamill voices the Trickster. Gotham has a lot of people on ledgers. It doesn't surprise me. There are a bunch in Metropolis as well, though. Unfortunately, Force Grenade, which is this attack, it's not targeted, it just goes straight out. Unlike Sticky Grenade, which will follow enemies to a certain extent and will always hit, Force Grenade just goes straight out and goes off as soon as it hits something. So you have to be careful when you're aiming it. Unfortunately, it is one of two ways to apply Electrify to enemies. The other being Taser Tie or Taser Tether or whatever it's called. Taser Pull, which is single target. And if you want a way to apply Electrified to enemies in gadgets, then you have to use Ghost Grenade or Taser Pull, and Ghost Grenade is the only AoE. Possibly gadgets are supposed to be highly synergistic with other power sets. I mean, you get bonuses if you attack enemies or if you use powers on enemies who are burning or frozen or electrified, which presumably means that if someone with a fire set, ice set or electricity set is on the same team as you, you get bonuses to your damage because you're on a team with people applying debuffs that are relevant to your skills, or your powers rather, which is nice for team combat, I suppose, but not all that useful to me.
My makeshift antidote is working, but slowly. I'll guide you through the satellite. You need to hack 3 separate terminals to gain access to and destroy the mainframe. I'm bypassing the door to the inverse gravitational lab. Restore the gravity to gain access.
Huh, I'm actually on the satellite. How on earth did I get here by going through a door? Did I just get transported up straight away? Oh no, that's right, I used a teleporter. Ugh, not concentrating. They've got the force grenade as well. Interesting. This is definitely being converted over to Brainiac tech, innit? What's up here? Oh, nothing. Okay. Oh, this has got glass. Huh. Embarrassing. Nope, this is glass too. Okie dokie. I must have to go the long way around to get in there. There's a holo token in there that I want to listen to. Anyway. Powers in weapons that require you to master multiple weapon types. Not sure how that would work here. Yeah. I think there is a pipe going through the window. That's why I thought... Yeah, there are pipes here. But you can see there's cracks in the window there. Yeah, I hadn't paid attention to that. I guess I just assumed that because there were pipes going through the windows, that you could just get through, but apparently not. I don't know why it required atmosphere for gravity to work. Oh well. interesting that this has landed upright. They're frozen, you can pick them up and use them as weapons against their friends. There's a couple of powers in gadgets which let you, if you use them together, freeze enemies into blocks of ice, but the blocks don't last very long, unfortunately, and I've tried picking them up, but they break immediately.
Log entry. This vocabulator will enable cybernetic life forms to communicate via speech, courtesy of T.O. Morrow.
I'm opening the door to Docking Bay Alpha. I suggest you clear the landing bay of Brainiac forces before you go any further.
Incorporate them playing the fear animation. Which is impressive because I didn't think that it could breathe or needed to breathe, let alone would be susceptible to emotions. But there we go. Maybe the fear gas is just incredibly potent. Nice, there's a few ways to do that without using combos. Cool. Ah. I know that I wasted a bunch of the time that I had whilst it was frozen. I'm entertained that these guys have fear animations at all. The fact that I don't have any powers really that draw enemies together is continually frustrating to me. I mean, I've got one, but it's player based and it takes a little while to activate and doesn't always work that well. So I don't really like using it very much. This is gonna prevent them to space, isn't it? Yep, there we go. Bye, guys. Oh, here's the way in. Okay. Ice though, so you'd expect ice to be the power set that immobilizes people with icebox. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you could make the case that ice could be a very good control set, but it's not. It's a tank set for some reason. I'm not really sure why electricity is a healing set either, really. Oh yeah, that's a window, isn't it?
Now, onto life support systems. The
All the
satellite has
secondary
marked your
roles feel
presence as
arbitrary,
hostile,
yeah.
so expect incoming.
I mean, with fire, there isn't really anything besides just straight up damage that fire would do, I think. So they just picked something, because it doesn't really... You don't control with fire, and it's not really a healing set unless it's magical fire. And magic is only one of 3 possible backgrounds, so you can't really say, oh yes, technology, fire that's technology in origin is also definitely capable of healing. But if you're, I suppose the logic is, if you're using fire and your gear, or at least your person, is therefore resistant to fire or immune to fire, then you can effectively use fire as an area control, an area denial role, because that's what tanking is, it's area denial. Quite how they justify lightning being healing rather than tanking, for example, or control. I mean, but then again, I mean, we're coming to the conclusion that control, lots of sets could be control, like ice, nature. A lot of nature's powers should really be control powers, not just I mean, it's a healing set, but all the healing powers in nature are like using pheromones and like borderline magical bullshit anyway. It just all seems a bit arbitrary. Nature has a nice assortment of stun powers. Yeah, I mean, like, if anything, nature with its plant, like, engulfing powers, has a huge number of control powers. Like, most of the powers in nature should be control powers. had to activate all of them so that the door would open. Okay. And made my life more difficult by activating 3 of them. Because the shield symbol above them indicates usually that you have to protect it. Hopefully I won't have to here. Hopefully they're here to help me, to help protect me.
Getting close to Docking Bay Beta. The area is fully converted to Brainiac, so be prepared.
Yeah, definitely looks like it. Are you coming along to help, or are you going to stay here? Alright, this is the way I'm supposed to go anyway. Okay. All these materials that they've used to build this base must be absolutely incredible. Usually, with the design thinking for creating space stations, you need to waste as little space as possible, like having all of this open air, open space, and having huge ass windows like this. Because in a space station, or anything that's space-worthy, windows are a major weak point. So particularly, I wonder how I'm doing that. Running backwards, just moonwalk across the glass along the wall. These windows, the material of this window must be absolutely incredible. In terms of strength and durability. Grip of the fear gas. I mean, fear gas causes hallucinations of what you fear the most, right? So, I wonder what it is that the Brainiac robots fear the most. Do they fear being broken down for parts? Hello. Fear Brainiac? Brainiac's wrath? Do they fear Superman? For his rivalry with Brainiac? Do they fear something that only Brainiac has found deep in space? Fighting the Star Labs turrets. I wonder what the turret fears when it's forced to hallucinate by the fear gas.
century. It's about time for T.O. Morrow to revolutionize chronotechnology.
Maybe they fear waking up to discover their software is corrupted. Could be. Maybe they fear becoming obsolete.
Full system defenses are active. Get those turrets firing. I'll see if I can shut the alert down from here.
Why have they caught fire? They were fine before. The system is fighting you. Welcome. Cold Chillin' 88. I'm just most of the way through the Tech Hero final battle, which I thought would mostly be against Joker, but it hasn't been. I mean, we have fought Joker briefly and beaten him up, which really is in line with how I think Joker should be portrayed. He's not that scary, he's just a dude who's unpredictable. I don't know quite why people have bought into his mythology so much. And now we're fighting mostly Brainiac, it seems, really. Along with T.O. Morrow. Is T.O. Morrow supposed to be here? On board somewhere?
Bay doors are open. They lead to the central core. You'll need to shut down the mainframe to purge the information. I'll initiate the shutdown sequence.
I knew to DCO are returning. No, neither. I just haven't been streaming it until recently, I guess. I mean, I've played on and off since the game launched, but it was only the end of last month that I really came back to it when I was streaming. But since launch, I've played on and off, so I'm familiar with most of the, well, powers and weapons and a lot of the story, at least. I'm someone who likes to create new characters more than I like grinding endgame stuff, particularly. So I haven't done a huge amount of the endgame content in this game, and this is the first time that I've actually gotten a tech hero up to this point of fighting the final tech origin only story. Betting that for the most part this mission is the same for hero and villain. Yeah, probably. Mark Hamill was the voice of the Joker. Yeah, Mark Hamill voices the Joker in this, which is really cool. And Kevin Conroy, who voiced Batman in the Batman animated series. Well, not all, but most. Certainly the first few animated series. So Batman animated series. He voiced Batman in the Superman animated series, and then in the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited cartoons. I don't know how many of the animated. I mean, I imagine that Mask of the Phantom and stuff like that. The older Batman and DC animated films probably had Kevin Conroy as the voice of Batman, but I don't know whether the newer stuff, like the new 52 stuff, has him. I don't think it does. But yeah, the game uses a lot of voice actors from the series. Gina... I don't remember her name. Gina something voices Wonder Woman in the game, as she does in the TV series. Both heroes and villains fight Zazzle at the Metrodome. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, so the point of my stream is that I'm trying to focus on the story that the game is trying to tell.
Log entry. I, T.O. Morrow, will ensure this unique ore is properly used to imbue science with all 4 primary elements.
Classical elements, not primary elements. And that's only Western, Greek classical elements. You'd think someone from the future who knows so much about science and technology and creating androids and artificial intelligences would know that fire, water, earth and air aren't elements. They're combinations of other scientific elements. And also they're Greek. They're classical elements. Other cultures have other elements as their like building blocks of life. For example, the Chinese have 5 basic elements, which is fire, water, earth, metal, and wood. And air in Chinese cosmology and like elemental system. The Chinese noticed that everything that lives needs to breathe air. I don't know quite how they organized fish into that, but never mind. Everything that lives needs air. So there's something in air when you bring it into yourself that energizes any living thing. And so for the Chinese, or at least in Chinese cosmology and Chinese mysticism, air is qi. It is animating force. And everything is capable of using, or well, every living thing needs qi to be able to remain living. They rationalize plants as having their own qi, and that's how you get wood as a Chinese element. And there was also certainly, because I was reading about this whilst I was... Anyway, this isn't relevant to the story of the game.
Core data wipe in progress. Initializing prototype of key information parameters. Creating.
New objective. Terminate flawed organic prototype of this unit. Searching. Location found.
And he's just going to fuck off, is he?
New objective. Terminate flawed organic prototype of this unit. Searching.
What a stupid
found.
android shape of the Joker.
The Core's data purge created a robot using my information, and it seems it knows where to find me. Quickly, follow it. We must destroy it as quickly as possible.
A little bit insulted that Brainiac didn't create a version of Blue Peregrine that I would have to fight here. Suffice it to say, in several mystic proto-elemental traditions, both in the East and in the West, there was a belief that all things lived, including inanimate materials like metal and earth. And so particularly in Chinese cosmology, where you have I don't know why I'm not using the same teleporter that the Batman and Joker robots used. Anyway, since all living things lived and had a living energy in them, all living things like had their own chi, or all things had their own chi, rather, I should say. And the process of rust in metals was used as an example and as support of this idea. So when you see a metal rusting, it was considered by the Greeks and the Chinese and other, ancient civilizations, it was considered that this was a process of metal living its life cycle, and like as things rust, particularly like anything that rusts into big crystals.
That insane android of Brainiac's is trying to destroy the source of its data. It knows how to breach the Batcave defenses. You have to shut that thing down.
Ooh, we're in the Batcave. Cool. I assume that the end of this mission for the Joker is that you go and defend the Joker. What happens if you... Oh no, it's not a cave with a chasm in it. It's a shame. Definitely going to explore this later. So particularly rust processes that generated big crystals of oxidized metal were considered to be, the yes, shake your fist at me.
Beginning combat abilities transfer now. Basic abilities memorized.
I'm still weak from the toxin. We can't let Brainiac take the Batcave. Defend me.
Initiating combat stage 2.
Using Batcave computers and enable security.
The robots to fire shivering and warm as well.
Patterns installed. Initiating combat stage 3.
Now that Brainiac has this location, we have to shut it down. The Batcave has secret defenses. Use the computer, now!
Joker's personal hideout looks like in the game. Wow, that's a lot of dudes. him up whilst he's draining Batman. That seems like a prime time to beat the tar out of him. I'm supposed to be being polite or something.
Analyzing source data. Identify. Concern for humanity. Discarding data. Data deleted.
These bonds are linked to my body chemistry. Nothing in my belt will undo them. I have to ask you to help.
You saved my life, and the secrets of the Batcave. Thank you. Now I need to send out an electronic pulse to wipe out any remaining Brainiac link that would allow him to find this place. Oracle will teleport you out.
Gotham City. My city. Full of corruption and vice, cruelty and evil. A place of darkness crying out for a dark night to save the innocent and strike fear into the hearts of criminals. This is why I prowl the night. Why I became Batman. And now, an army joins me in the shadows, each dedicated to my cause. To making evil fear the night. Criminals, consider yourself warned, and be afraid.
Defeat Robot Batman in an undisclosed location. I wonder what this undisclosed location could possibly be. Aha. There could be stuff down here.
Robin speaking. Batcave item catalog number 44329-I will never touch the Batmobile again. Cracked Scarface doll. Let's see. Used by Arnold Wesker, aka the Ventriloquist, in his criminal empire. Wesker's dissociative disorder allowed him to create and maintain the alternate persona Scarface, resulting in a ventriloquist's dummy running a criminal empire. Clowns? Ventriloquists? Giant pennies? Sometimes I just don't get this job.
The subtitles are different from the voice line there. Interesting.
Source data package digitized. Data now expendable.
Want to hear a joke? Just look at the pathetic notions of order and sanity, at the random pointlessness of human existence, at a world utterly off the hook. So why join them when you can beat them? Going crazy is the only sane response. Madness is just a single step over the edge. Then gravity takes over, and then when you laugh, the world laughs with you.
It's a shame you can't... Oh, what's going on here? It's a shame you can't point the grappling hook where you want it to pull you to. It just goes straight out from where you are.
Source data package digitized. Data now expendable.
Without discipline, all is chaos. Criminals are cowardly, superstitious, weak. I will disguise my terror and strike it into their hearts instead. I will never kill. I will never take away the possibility of a better future. But I will embrace the night. I will make it mine. I will become a bat.
It becomes much less impressive when you describe it as man dressed as a bat, not Batman. Where that last holo token is. I missed it in a previous area. Is this the map of the satellite? Is it all just in the same location? Like the same map? Token description. Is it an investigation? Is it a player brief? Punchline episode 4. Oh, I'm missing the first one. Huh. From Vicky Vale, so it's probably inside the T.O. Morrow lab. Oh yeah, it might be on a rooftop somewhere. And I can probably look it up actually. I expect that there's a guide to all of them. Player brief episode. Episode 4. Let's look it up. No, there's another site, dco.mmorpg-life.com. Which has a guide to all the locations. This one is in the room where you fight. Oh, hold on. How many other Vicky Vale ones are there? There's 2 Vicky Vale ones. Okay. First room where you fight Tiomara's robots. Disregard the white orb you see on the first screenshot. Yeah, I didn't think... I know that there are blue exclamation marks in outside locations, but I'm pretty sure that the ones related to stories like this are only inside, and the ones that you find outside aren't related directly to any one story. And hopefully this mission won't have reset. So hopefully everything inside it is still beaten. I'll have to fight my way back through everything. If I do have to fight my way back through everything, then I'm not going to do it on the stream. I'm just going to...
Morrow's as crazy as the Joker, in his own way. He's obsessed with creating more sentient android life forms like Red Tornado. The lab will be full of his robots and rigged with traps. Be careful.
Yeah, no, it's got dudes. Okay, I'm not gonna fight my way back through all of this. Just to listen to a few voice lines. I'll find it later.
I've purged these robots of any kind of beacon to Brainiac. With luck, perhaps their residual information will lead us to more of Brainiac's key data sources. Now that the crisis is over, thank you. I don't say this to many people, but welcome to the Batcave.
I had a feeling the moment you first trashed that Brainiac ship that you'd be a power for good. The Justice League wants to say thanks. In fact, your mentor wants to thank you personally. Don't wait. Report to the Hall of Justice in the Watchtower now.
Congratulations. This isn't an easy fight, but you've proven your worth. It's good to have you in the League. Keep up the good fight.
Legendary XXX Zozo XXX. That is a legendary name.
You're a full-fledged member of the Justice League. Congratulations.
A little bit awkward that none of this is better than the stuff I've already got, but I might as well collect all the costume pieces that are here anyway. And then, what does the Joker headpiece look like? Oh, Robot Joker. Ugh! Look at that! Legion of Doom base, the inner sanctum area, has a spawn point for the yellow question mark tokens, which is a bit annoying since you can see them but not pick them up. Ah, that's annoying. Where's the tech wing? Which side is it? the other side. Okay. Will Magnus, welcome to the world of tomorrow. My old mentor, Tio Morrow, has created some truly amazing inventions. Taking them out of his hands is probably for the best, considering his current state of agitated equilibrium. My thanks for gathering them. Nice. Okay, now I shall switch out. To quantum issues. Did Science Spire, didn't I? Don't think I did Iceberg Lounge. Penguin has invited you to the new Iceberg Lounge grand opening. Only the richest and most up-and-coming people are invited. Kick back, relax, and try to stay out of trouble. Okie dokie. And there was a bot spamming. Let's block them as well. I'm glad that they have these signs to let you know this is where the music is. And also where the bar is, although that doesn't say bar to me. It doesn't even say like wine goblet, really. It's a bit too abstract for that, isn't it? Nice music though. Yeah, this is definitely a villain thing, isn't it? If you can't tell, it's largely because Lex Luthor is here, hanging out. Ooh. We'll just fly into the display enclosure for the penguins. And why there's no one in the circle? Oh, it's probably because I wasn't even in shot. Alright, let's try this again. You stand in the circle.
Hey, Hero! Can I get an autograph?
Right, okay. That makes a bit more sense. I wonder how many bars there are. Well, these guys are dancing very energetically for a slow jazz number. Look at this dude. Yes, he's not stopping. Wow. Look at him go. Yes, this is exactly the right dance for this kind of music, isn't it? He's kind of on beat. Just about. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. Maybe you can push them together. No. She's like doing the kind of egging on sort of thing, but she's not facing anyone that's doing it particularly. Oh, maybe she's maybe she's facing this person and like egging them on. Yeah, do it! And she's just like hopping backwards and forwards in a very elaborate dance. Ridiculous.
Canary, it's Zatanna. I heard that the Iceberg Lounge is reopening this week. I'm sure that legitimate businessman Oswald Cobblepot's up to absolutely nothing naughty. What do you say we head over and have a drink or two while we keep an eye on the joint?
You got us all drinks? I think I love you.
Okay.
Make yourself useful and get me a drink.
No. Hop on a cock, Luther, and fuck off. You just chilling over here on your onesie? Yeah, fair enough. I'd do the same. How do I get through here? Mingle with the party. Oh, there's another one.
Bruce Wayne, pleased to meet you.
Nice to see you too, Bruce.
Okay, Kate Kane is the civilian identity of Batwoman, and Bruce Wayne is here with Candy and Mandy. I wonder whether he selects them based on how similar their names are together, so that he doesn't have to remember a complex different name.
Candy, Mandy, meet our guest.
Hello again, Candy.
Ah, so Mandy's the new one. We've seen Candy before. Well, Kate Kane has seen Candy before. Okay. Is this the drink for Lex? I assume so. I just went to a bartender. They handed me something. Oops.
I do like what Cobblepot has done with this place. I wonder if he's looking for investors.
Now Lex is making polite conversation over the drink to me, I suppose. I'm supposed to speak with wary partygoer. Oh, that'll be this person over here. Who is now putting on a wary act. I wonder who this is then. It might be Zatanna, but it might be Lois Lane.
I just heard a loud noise followed by a thud. What's going on back there?
Or it could be Vicky Vale. There's a lot of brunettes in DC. VIP Lounge. It's good that I can fly and I can ignore the sign then, isn't it? talking to, Bruce Wayne? Yes.
I'll buy you a drink sometime. The Wayne Foundation has committed millions to help those who have been displaced by Brainiac's invasion. Have you checked out the stuff they sell in this club?
You don't usually see people wear fedoras with elegant evening gowns. And perhaps this is why. I wonder whether I can talk to any of these weirdos. No. Oh, I can dance though. That's what the circle's for. Oops. Rubbish dance. Alright. Are there any more circles to stand in? Alright. I've bought them there round and I'm not spending any more. Two bros chilling in a nightclub, 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Well, they might be twins, actually.
The new Iceberg Lounge. Quaint.
Lex has put up with a lot of conversation attempts from a known hero. He must be feeling very good. We're not exactly in public at the moment either. There's basically no one around except for the lady in the red dress there. But let's continue with the actual story. Oop.
Do you think anyone heard that?
Yes, and here they are. Well, hello there.
Hello.
I know what this looks like, but the Penguin captured Catwoman. We could use someone with your expertise.
Yeah, please. That's what good guys do, right? Besides, we got the whole joint rigged with explosives if you try to turn us in.
She's right. Sorry about that. We came prepared for Penguin. So, you in or out?
Yay! You hear that, kitty? We're coming to save ya!
Keep it down, Harley, or Penguin's goons will hear us.
Yep, definitely sounds like a rescue operation from Harley's tone of voice. So Harley uses two-handed, obviously. Poison Ivy is a hand blast. That's interesting. I don't really know what else she can use, I suppose. So
Hey, Red. Why did the fun guy leave the party?
Oh, no.
Because there wasn't much room! Get it?
I get it. I just don't want it.
Yeah.
Now I gotcha!
Pretty terrible joke. Why is he floating off? That's interesting behavior. Flying and shooting lasers from their eyes. Neither of those things are
Hammer,
what penguins can do. Penguin is not very
shabby.
taxonomically correct.
Hey, Harley. Is that a new hammer?
Oh, you noticed? Yeah, the last one had too much blood on it.
Wonder whether this is ice as well, or whether it's just a sculpture. Oh, they just threatened to blow up Lex Luthor. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. That's definitely not a good idea. Although Lex would probably be fine. Susan McGuire, you had her use pistols. Well, fair enough. Ah, the kitchens. With absolutely no staff here whatsoever.
See, you know how I feel about the Penguin. That creep gives birds everywhere a bad name. And Oracle said that Batman's got a guy on the inside for opening night. For now, I'm going to avoid that place. It's like a prehistoric penguin barfed up an Art Deco bird sanctuary.
Yes, Bruce Wayne, Batman has a man on the inside for the opening night. Yeah, I wonder who that could be. What a mystery. Ah, another one.
Hey Zatanna, I got your message. I would really love to cut loose with you at the new Iceberg Lounge, but I'm trying to figure out Harley and Ivy's next move. Nothing they do makes sense. Knock one back for me if you make it out.
I wonder who that's supposed to have been. Doesn't give their names. All business, no play. The chair protects him.
Wanna play?
Exclusive lounge or a waiting area? Why would you have a lounge like this down so much corridor and past the kitchens? Is it a waiting area for the staff? Like, is this the staff break room? Discovered that yank powers get blocked by rando objects too, yeah. Well, that wasn't a yank power, it was just a control power, but yeah.
Oh, I can open this door. Catwoman taught me.
Watch her back while she gets that lock.
Hey, Red. You got any bobby pins?
Are you kidding? You're using bobby pins?
Wait, never mind. Found one.
Why not just smash the door? If you've got the whole place rigged with bombs, or rigged with bombs, it doesn't really matter to you very much. The state of the building. Does it? Or it can't.
There. Got it.
Alright, okay. This place is huge. I would say it must be difficult to keep heated, but then again, it's the Iceberg Lounge, so he probably doesn't bother. Don't touch the ice. Well, that's alright, I'm floating above it. No worries there. Ah, here's the toilets. Let's just have a look. Fucking miles away through several loops. Maybe there was toilets here as well. I'm not going to bother going back and checking. That's a giant penguin. well, penguin skeleton.
It's a trap. We need to get out. Fast.
She doesn't look
My
like she was...
darlings will clog the vents. Use them to stop the gas.
Where was she keeping these?
Hey! Quit it!
This makes me think of those...
I've got a joke for ya.
Anything's a builder if you're brave enough. Paige, no!
Banzai!
Oh, fuck off!
Your eye on the Harley. I see you. It was a good time until you showed up. Banzai!
How are you supposed to have enough time to do that? These fucking penguins keep spawning and then causing you to drop the stupid pod.
I've got a joke for ya.
Crisis alert. I see you girls brought a friend. We're not done here yet.
Let's destroy the last pieces of furniture in the room. Might as well. Can I not? Am I not allowed to? Oh, there we go. Fucking cheat. Oh. There we go. There's a hollow token through here somewhere. Can I get it? No. Oh, where have they gone? Oh, they're following me around, of course. Okay. Now, I'm not Philistine enough to try to attempt to destroy that gigantic fossil.
Little birdie, want to come out and play?
Hello, penguin.
Want to play?
Take it easy on an old bird.
Why join them when you can beat them?
Where? Right in the middle.
Oh, I wonder who's after this.
No gem for you.
Sorry. Yeah. And there's no bombs either.
You know, girls, there has got to be an easier score than this.
I think you're onto something. There are a lot of old money bags in the VIP lounge. What if we held one for ransom?
Ooh, yeah. A nice big rich one like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to go well.
I'm sorry,
for you, isn't it?
what? We are not kidnapping Bruce Wayne.
Oh no? I say we put it to a vote. Yay or nay? I vote yay.
Absolutely nay. We are not harming a single hair on his head.
Yay! 2 against 1. Sorry, darling.
Fine.
Probably shouldn't have told me that there wasn't a bomb. This game, some objectives require you to relocate environmental objects, allow you to simply throw the object. Yes, I know, but I didn't feel like the vents were big enough targets that I could conveniently get the seed pod, whatever it was. Why would I need... This is a sword. Yeah, one-handed... Oh, that's dual wield. Okay. Well, I can't take either of those. They're no use for me.
You guys are probably right. I doubt anything interesting will happen on opening night anyway.
wonder why. Oh well. No, don't hold Bruce Wayne ransom. If you do, I'll get bored and go do something else. I wonder what... I wonder whether we will get to see the end of that sequence in another of these missions. Because, like... Oh, maybe we can assume
I'm very excited about some of Star Lab's new developments. I'm sure you'll see something useful.
Batman escapes handily. Maybe that's just... We're just supposed to assume that that's what happens. Inventory's full of stuff. I don't need you. Okay, let's upgrade one of these, I suppose. There we go. That's cleared some more space. Stemming the tide. Hero. Morrow has called upon you to help the Flash defend the CCPD against an attack from Starro. Ugh. If Starro takes over the energy grid at the CCPD, then it will grow too fast to control and overrun all of Central City. That's bad news. I've already explained on Friday how bad Starros are. House of Atlan has been summoned to the throne room of Atlantis. Morrow and Aquaman have invited you as a special guest in their court. I would put good money on this being an attack by Ocean Master and or Black Manta. I could see it being both. It's probably not just Black Manta on his own. Red storms and dark lightning surround Central City. Reports say that Mirror Master has been spotted near the Flash Museum. Investigate to see how he's involved. Okay, well, let's do these, I suppose. Starro is the star of JLA number 1. There's also a big red asshole with a kind of serrated fin on his head and 3 eyes, who turns up occasionally. He usually keeps the central eye in the middle of his forehead closed. I can't remember his name. I think it's Star something. But so he keeps his central eye closed most of the time because it has psychic powers that disable people, I think.
Whoa, you got here quick. Color me impressed. Mara filled me in. Looks like it's you and me, brave and the bold style.
Batman Brave and the Bold.
See if we can't nip this in the pseudopod.
Despero. That's the dude. Thank you. I couldn't remember. Batman the Brave and the Bold is a series that's actually lots of fun. After working with Star Labs on analysing spore tissue and responsiveness, we have learned the following. Extreme cold has a visibly adverse effect on all Starro spores. Cellular paralysis was noticed when exposing Starro tissue to sub-freezing temperatures. Due to their alien cellular matrix and poor filtration systems, fire and toxins cause higher levels of trauma to creatures. Important. Extended tests with electricity and other energy sources have shown that Starro tissues metabolize energy at a tremendous rate. Starro creatures are drawn to energy sources to feed. But then why are they not... why does it say that fire affects them adversely? Ah yeah, there we go. He's got... you can't really see it very well, but he has, or he had, Starro...
Free!
Starro star on his face.
Hey, check it out. I don't think that's sushi they're delivering.
But yeah.
Looks like Mara had reason to be paranoid. Can you deal with these hatcheries?
What am I supposed to have done there? Doesn't it like throwing the stars into the sky is something I really want to be doing? But yeah, Batman Brave and the Bold is it's really fun. It's along the same sort of campy lines as...
Hey Iris, things are hitting the fan at super speed out here. Arthur is missing, the JSA aren't responding to distress calls, Starro is attacking CCPD, and I haven't heard from Bart in hours. And the way that kid sends text, it might as well be years. Don't worry your beautiful head about it. I'm on the case and I'm watching your broadcast as I speak. Love you much.
It's along the same sort of campy lines as the 60s Adam West Batman series, but it's more on the action side than the jokey side. Superman doesn't show up in it at all, and nor does Wonder Woman, I don't think. But there's loads of other DC heroes and villains in Brave and the Bold. MT BATB. What's MT stand for? Also has cameos in every episode. M the Brave and the Bold. I don't know what the M stands for. Dispatching all control units to the central city docks. We have reports of Atlantean soldiers deploying bioweapons on the streets of Central City. Proceed with caution. Reports indicate these hatcheries contain living Starro spores, and both the Atlanteans and spores seem hostile in nature. Typoed. Batman Brave. Okay. Right. Now I was confused why I was confused that there was another Brave and the Bold series for a hero beginning with M that I just couldn't think of the name of. The episode on Music Meister is a very, very good one, and so is the one on the Birds of Prey. Police, I need help. Power Girl destroyed my building. She was trying to rescue my kids from some Atlantean hooligans. She went to smash one of those weird fish tanks with the starfish inside, but they jumped out and got all over her. One of them stuck to her face, and she changed. She leveled my whole building and took off towards the GSA headquarters. Please someone help. That's pretty bad news. I wonder whether we'll have to fight Power Girl later then. Questioning by CCPD Metahuman Detainment Division. Suspect name Black Lightning. Known aliases none. Group affiliations Justice League Outsiders. Wanted for conspiracy to aid the Starro Atlantean invasion. Details: was spotted wearing a starfish mask as a sign of allegiance to the Atlantean invaders' cause. Eyewitnesses have reported seeing him feed a Starro creature with his electricity generation powers and causing it to grow in size and power. Is believed responsible for the giant Starro reported in downtown Central City. Do not engage without a metahuman backup on site. Ah, that's pretty bad news. That can't be voluntary, and in fact, well, we already know that isn't really his fault. Starros possess people, they take control of them.
Gotta hurry. Starro is headed for the metahuman containment wing.
Any friend of Flash is a friend of ours.
It's just bad luck that Black Lightning got caught by Starro. To Captain Thomas, sent from Star Labs Central City Research Division. Good afternoon, Captain. Star Labs has deployed a weaponized quicklime sprayer. These spray guns have proven effective in combating Starro and freeing victims of Starro's possession. Yeah, I don't know how good that is for other people, because quicklime is pretty horrible. The spray will also render all Starro spores inert and should work well in neutering their hatcheries. I will have a shipment sent to the police HQ immediately. Affably yours, Lead Researcher Roberts. Doesn't matter that we're in the middle of
Starro feeds on power. I've got 4 of the rogues locked up back there behind 500,000. Those guys are moving up without the Starro.
Don't worry about the alien invasion we've got going on and the emergency. Make sure to say affably yours when you sign off your email.
Aquaman would have both his homes, above and below the water, live in unity. But the Atlanteans have lived for centuries in isolation for a reason. And all too often, Atlantis is at odds with the surface. Spindrift Station, an embassy intended to foster relations between both worlds, is his crowning achievement. But whom does it serve? Atlantis, or Arthur's ego?
Now I think about it, this is quite a big, oddly shaped police station.
I'm out!
Presumably I'm pouring quicklime in there.
I need to make sure the rogues are still tucked safe in their beds. Meet me in the detention wing.
Elected to turn off the cutscene. Oh no, I want... Ah no! I want the cutscene! I didn't realise that's what it did. I guess he beat them up. Oh right.
Man alive.
Oh, he got possessed by... Sorrow.
Hurry up! That's the secret way through the energy barrier. Don't let it get me!
Desperate times call for desperate measures. Get the rogues out and
Bill! The cell door. Hurry up and get me out, Dublin. Here, you! Give us a rear cube, you dancer!
I think that's supposed to be an Australian accent.
Alright, you dancer. Time to be down! Into the looking glass!
take out the starfish on the cell doors. Take care of them before they get bigger.
That's the Mirror Master's visual effect.
There's a sucker board every minute! And the brilliant and devious criminal mind of the Jester prevails!
Baby Star is a very fragile thing. The adults, on the other hand, feel free to use nuclear weapons. Yeah.
Kill him!
Yeah, the big ones are so powerfully telekinetic that they can then use space and use that to...
Get me out of here and I'll grab my wand and blast the bastard. I've got a storm brewing just for you.
Use telekinesis to travel interstellar distances by bending space.
Get Starro Lake like good luck with that,
I think you really could make the case for temporal to be
this one. I've got your back.
not a control set, but a healing set with like healing allies, like reverting the wounds that they've taken.
You found my cold gun.
Back off!
That'll keep one out cold.
Thanks for getting that thing off me. I'll get Mira and see if she can make sense of all this.
That's the one thing I don't like about flight in this game.
Iris Allen here with an important update. Central City's Scarlet Speedster, the Flash, was seen foiling a combined attack by Starro and Atlantean insurgents on the CCPD's first precinct house with another unidentified super. The Flash, a longtime friend and teammate to the Atlantean royal family, was quoted as saying, "Mira and Arthur are sparing no effort in their personal investigation into who is behind the Starro attacks. They have assured me that the Atlantean Empire is in no way responsible."
An unidentified super. Come on, I'm a member of the Justice League. Saved the world who knows how many times.
I finally got in touch with you. We just got a report that Bart's been possessed. You have to help him. Barry? Are you listening to me? Barry?
You cannot stop me. I am Legion.
Ah!
Oh hey. Oh no. This is as high up as you can go. It's a shame. She's wearing a different outfit than when we saw her last in the Atlantean invasion. And her face is different as well. Is she supposed to look like the Mera from the Aquaman film with Amber Heard? Because that face looks more like Nicolas Cage to me.
The Drift has tracked rogue Atlantean troops to an ancient temple in the 9th Tribe. We must... Wait, were these the Atlanteans responsible for the attack here? I know this armor. It belongs to Ocean Master's forces. Orm's insane jealousy for Arthur has always fed his lust for the throne, but he has always been loyal to Atlantis. If he is responsible, I must deal with him immediately.
Hey, I'd love to tag along, but I need to round up the rogues first. Let me give you a lift to the outpost. We can meet up at the embassy later.
Thank you again, Flash. Your aid will not be forgotten. Nor your humor.
Amber Heard's body in his face. Nightmare fuel. It's like long, sort of drawn out face shape. Also, Flash probably needs to...
You know, if we need another lift, I could use another Drylander to pal around with at the embassy.
This place is unfamiliar. It appears to be an ancient temple, to whom I am unsure. These symbols are arcane, scribed in Old Atlantean. Be on your guard.
What symbols? How is this a shop? It's a big seahorse statue. Can't dive.
Atlantis became my home and Arthur my king and husband. We were happy then, and together we had an heir. A beautiful boy who I could find no fault in. Then that all ended when Arthur's enemy, Black Manta, took him from us.
Some sequence of events, I can't remember exactly what, I think it varies depending on origin.
As Queen of the Seas, you will feel their wrath.
She uses Sandblast as well. Some sequence of events that leads to Aquaman being imprisoned, like held by the wrist or hand in some way, whilst his baby son is in danger, leads to him cutting off his own hand to save his son. And after that point, he gets a hook hand, which might be this sequence of events, or that Holotoken is referring to.
This place aches to its foundation with ancient primordial powers.
No, I don't. Hold on, is that off? Oh no, that's turns off cutscenes, doesn't it? Okay.
Morrow, his wife and queen, is the pillar of his strength. Without her, he would sink under the weight of two worlds, and the sea he cares so much for would drown him. He is a noble man, a man of peace, a king to an unaccepting nation, and most importantly, a husband. And I will take all of that from him.
This mission emphasizes something dumb. DCO has swimming animations, but not actual swimming. In the DCAU, he was chained to a rock, and the rock pushed into the depths of the sea. That is something I don't understand in Atlantis. When you stop flying, you fall underwater. The current map is actually mostly air. Yeah, so... Oh yeah, there's Ocean Master. This area isn't supposed to be underwater at all. Like, this is water, this is a pocket of air.
Ocean Master, surrender! It's over!
Indeed, for you, traitor.
Traitor? Have you lost your senses? Do not allow your ambition to be the ruin of all of Atlantis.
Quaint, Morrow. Clearly your skills for deception have not diminished. Zebel, you
fool! I will teach you to insult the Queen of Atlantis.
Oh, beam of war.
You are not a queen. You are a Zebel conspirator, and I will take pleasure in watching Arthur suffer the ruin you have brought upon him.
Give up, Orm. Your plot is revealed. Have you not a shred of love for your own brother? You will be stopped.
Why didn't my character come and fucking help? I mean, yes, I'm doing something now. Could have done something before.
The other team will be matched, and we need your help to tip the tide.
He's immune to
Ocean Master pulls minions from the sea. Use the stone leaves to block the moon pools.
When I block, that's annoying. Pick this up? Yes. And what, whacking with it? Oh no, whack this.
My
Sorry.
cure is endless as the sea. Ocean Master has brought reinforcements. We must deny them access.
Why don't I just pick up these and pop them in all of these pools? Why do I just stop at one? Do I not think he's going to when there are 4 pools?
Hulks. Restrict his access to the moon pools.
Alright. I do have it. Okay. Confused by the fact that the character wasn't showing the hands above head animation. Sound very invested in what's going on, does she?
Never unseat Arthur from the throne. Must be insane to accuse me of his own crimes. His insults will not be forgotten when he stands trial for this treachery. I wonder what dark magic he sought to find in this place.
She sounds like exactly as engaged as she looks, yeah. Well, I suppose that they managed to match things up there quite well. And from my memories, well, I only watched Aquaman once, and it was a while ago, but I don't really remember Amber Heard's performance, to be honest. But I think a criticism that I saw at other people level at the film was that oh shit, what's his name? The dude who played Aquaman. Someone said that he had more chemistry with Nicole Kidman than with Amber Heard, which is Jason Momoa. That's the one. Thank you. I don't remember who it was, but someone accused the film of Jason having more chemistry with Nicole Kidman than with so this requires ownership of Deluge to open. Okay, and I don't own Deluge, I guess. I don't really remember Amber Heard's performance very well, which might be an indictment in itself.
I will bring this news to Arthur at the Embassy Gala and inform the press of Ocean Master's deception. On behalf of Atlantis, please grace us with your presence at Spindrift Station as our guest of honor.
But don't teleport me out. That's fine. Yeah, the brine hulks just look like giant shrimp. Although, if the fight were longer and there were any bigger Brine Hulks, they'd be able to shoot a green beam from their heads. If I recall correctly, her performance was good, just short. Fair enough. Huh. Why did it spit me out there? Weird. How do I get to Spindrift Station? Can I get to Spindrift Station? Given that I don't own the content. The Huntress still on the trail. You found these in the Iceberg Lounge? That's where Harley and the girls were too. This is a good lead, thanks. Ooh, rave boots. What do they look like? Completely inappropriate for fighting in. Okay, cool. I wonder whether I'm able to do the Atlantis stuff. The mission I just did was stemming the tide. I'm just about to do Atlantis something or other. But the stemming the tide started in a CCPD police station. Oh, hold on. I've got some more nth metal. There we go. The faceless one. Okay, it's not just the question, but in a different costume. I wonder why... Are we supposed to be underwater here?
The land dwellers called us terrorists and blamed us for their losses at Spindrift.
I guess something else was supposed to happen at Spindrift. Well, this is a swim animation.
At last, my deluge have succeeded in winning over the simple-minded Haddlin of the Ninth Tride. The attack on Spindrift Station has sown the seeds of dissension among the Royal Council and Arthur's surface-dwelling allies alike. Soon, the Atlantean people will see me as a patriot and Arthur as the blood traitor he is.
Oh, that's weird. That's not what I should be able to see through these windows, given the small size of this, like, pillory bit. I should be able to see, just inside there, the outside of this inner section of wall. Aha.
Greetings, my beloved. These historical documents that the widowhood sent me, documenting the lineage of Atlantean kings, are fascinating. As king, I must learn from my predecessors' mistakes, as well as their greatest accomplishments. A good king must learn from the past. Only then can we build a better future.
Oh yeah, it is weird. You stop flying, if I recall correctly, you stop. Never seen this map before. Looks like the windows are just showing you the skyline. Or the sky file. Yeah, yeah. So it is weird that we're obviously supposed to be underwater. Like, that's what the wispy lines are about. That's currents in the water, and you can see bubbles rising from me. I'm doing like a swim animation, kicking my feet, but then, oh, I guess I'm way, way less buoyant than the water. Hi, Elder Minerva. You've been licking coral, is that why you're high?
The Dry Land Embassy was a fiasco that put Atlantis at risk.
Why have you got Ocean Master here without cuffs on?
Hello, friend. Thank you for coming. There are few people besides Merc who I would trust to guard Mara.
You forget, dear husband. I need no one's protection. Our friend here is to be recognized for acts of heroism.
As you say, Mara, but this tribunal is shaping up to be more of a witch hunt than an awards ceremony.
Now, brother, let us hear what the council has to say. Perhaps they've finally recognized which son of Atlan is worthy to sit on the throne.
Glad to see you still have a sense of humor, brother.
Yeah, because it sure as fuck ain't you, is it, Ocean Master?
Your devotion to the surface world has brought our nation to the brink of ruin. Orin, son of the House of Atlan. Since being crowned king, you have been delinquent in your duties to Atlantis.
Have you forgotten that I am your king?
We have not. Which is why, by the order of Poseidon, we strip you of your royal title as King of Atlantis and find you guilty of treason.
This is madness. You would leave the throne vacant at such a critical time?
Hardly, Arthur. Atlantis has chosen a true king to lead it. No longer will we allow an absentee, surface-loving half-breed to rule our proud realm. Guards, kill the traitor.
Wrath! You will pay for this insolence!
Coral growing up.
It's over.
You won't stop it.
No idea who ran. might take this opportunity to attack this idiot in purple, who's hamming it up like he's a major WWE heel. He's practically chewing the scenery. Not for the fact he's not actually saying anything, I would say he is. Oh, he's casting a spell. He wasn't just acting like a weirdo.
Mara, go now! Get free of the palace before the crown of thorns cracks. I'll be right behind.
For Atlantis!
No! Make haste, woman, or we'll be next. The crown of thorns coming.
That's a big deal.
Nothing can stop the Crown of Thorns. It is an ancient forbidden magic from the time of Orion.
Mara is a former Red Lantern with an atrocious respect to combat prowess. Like this matches the comics, the Atlantean royalty don't like how Arthur spends so much time away from Atlantis. Well, I mean, that's fair enough. He's supposed to be the king of the country, or nation, but doesn't actually do that very much. A lot of them severely resent Mara's origin too, since they were hoping to marry one of their daughters to Arthur. Where is Mara from? How far out here? Oh no, I can't fly it any further out there. Alright. And the Thorns are speeding up! Okie dokie. Wow, that's moving quite quickly.
In the name of the king!
You'd think these idiots would, you know, stop getting in our way when they can see the wall of thorns approaching. They'd be like, you'd think that they'd be like, oh shit, maybe I should fuck off out here. Instead of getting in the way. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking leave you to the Crown of Thorns. Ah! Holy shit. Alright, ignore the combatants, I guess. Except apparently you need to defeat all of them to open the door.
Nice try, Trylander.
That's definitely very awkward.
Stop where you are, traitors! What have you done? We're trapped, and the crown of thorns is on our heels. You have doomed us.
Orm, stop sniveling and use your brain. You and I will hold back the crown of thorns for as long as we can to buy time for our friend to deal with the Drift Commander.
Yes, punch the person who is wielding a shield. I'm sure that punching a shield will go well for you. He's got a shield as well, okay. Oh, he's switching weapons, I see.
Flood vortex.
This is your plan? Foolish Zebel witch! We'll be cut to ribbons!
We have no choice, Orm. There is no other way, and we cannot hold back the crown. Use the controls to open the flood vortex, but be ready. This will not be a gentle ride.
It is done! Arthur the False King is dead. The Silent School and the Elders have backed my claim to the throne and appointed me King of Atlantis. My first act as king was to unleash the ancient artifact known as the Crown of Thorns, to isolate Atlantis from the outside world and begin a new era for our culture. Today begins my ascension into the pages of history.
Wait! I am far too important to die like this.
Too late! Next balls.
The other two scream in panic, but not quantum issues. She's just fine. Shark Boy! Hey, how's it going? She's actually an extra-dimensional being. It's what Ocean Master was talking about when he called her a Zebel, or whatever it was. Also green. Okay, fair enough. Sea-touched Atlantean. As opposed to the others who were, what? River-touched? Pool-touched?
isn't the Royals' pet dogfish. If the House of Atlan wants my support, they'll need to earn it. Wrath's men have my people locked up like fish in a net, waiting for execution. Free them, and then we'll talk.
I think it depends. He's the head of one of the other city-states, so he might be one of Aquaman's enemies usually. My understanding of the situation with Atlantis comes mostly from reading With This Ring, which explores a bunch of it. And Zote, when he wrote With This Ring, did a lot of research into... Oh wow. Okay, cool. This is like a new city area. He did a bunch of research into various parts of DC's canon and portrayed in With This Ring a bunch of different parts of old pieces of DC canon. So I don't know whether it's canon currently in New 52, and I don't know when it was canon in previous versions of DC. But apparently Atlantis is one city-state in a nation, well, a conglomerate of a sequence of other city-states that are underneath the sea. I don't remember the names of the rest of them, but King Shark is king of one of them. I guess if he's a villain of, or an enemy of Aquaman, it's because politically they are against one another. I guess it makes sense to treat King Shark as a political rival. Yeah. Looks like there's someone with a mission here. Or something, okay. Collect the Seahorse Challenge in Atlantis to collect items to train your very own seahorse pet. No, I'm good. Requires ownership of Atlantis to weapon. Okay. Ownership of Deluge. What did I just pick up then? Oh well. If I recall correctly, one of the others is under the Mediterranean near Themyscira, and our enemies are Wonder Woman sometimes. It has a queen, but I forget her name. Yeah, like an old woman. But yeah, that's 3 hours. That's the stream. I guess I'm going to be doing missions, or at least a mission, here in Atlantis next time. And seeing what it's like down here. I've not been here before, so this is new. Looks very nice. Oh, it's just as high as I can go. but that will be on Wednesday. I'm going to try and get Hephaestiana leveled up so that I can show off the final mission in the magic hero section for Wednesday. And if I manage it, then I'll be doing that first thing. And then continuing with this. But until then, goodbye. Hope to see you again, whether that's on Wednesday or not. That's up to you.